What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Entertainment News. Now, instead of me doing a 1 hour or an hour and a half long review on Married to Medicine, the finale, I always love to break down the different segments of the episode that I feel was relevant or is relevant and hot topic. Okay. So the first two videos I've posted on this, it was supposed to be Toya and Heavenly focus, but then Heavenly obsession with Letitia and Dr. G turned the whole situation into something very disgusting and certain things that she said about Dr. G. So if you missed those videos, I have linked both of them in the description below. The second hot topic of the night is Quad and her delusional fans, okay? Not all of them are delusional, some of them. And Quad too, she is delusional. Now you all know I'm the queen of receipts, so I will be dropping some, receipts and information at the end to back up what I'm about to say. But the segment I want to talk about is Quad seeing Dr. G again on camera for the first time in a long time. So Quad sees Letitia, Dr. G, current wife. Quad is Dr. G, ex-wife, and she hugs Letitia. And it's Quad, Letitia, Dr. Simone, and her husband Cecil. They're all having a conversation. And then Quad starts waving at Dr. G in the background because she sees him. She tells him to come over. She would like to, tell him hello. He comes over. She says hi, how you doing? Dr. G give her the friendly handshake. She turns to his wife, Letitia, and she said, is it okay if I hug him, if I hug his neck real quick? Now, if Letitia says no, then, she's insecure. It's just a hug. She said you would have to ask him. So Dr. G said, I don't have a problem with that because if I tell you no, then it's going to be, he's scared. He's insecure. He still love her. Y'all would twist this and turn this into something that is not. Sure, I'll give you a hug because you are the one initiating this hug. He goes, he gives her a hug. Quad says, let me check you out. Okay, Dr. G, I see you. You look good. You haven't missed a step. Quad is giving this man all of these compliments, asking for a hug, standing there, having a longer conversation with them, extending the conversation. I'm so happy for the both of you and all of these things. None of this was initiated by Dr. G or his wife, Letitia. Also, when someone is having a conversation with you, the most respectful thing you can do is look at them. And that's all he was doing. We have people leaving comments on a Quad post like the way how he was looking at her. I'm like, yeah, y'all go. It's like, listen, that man been waiting on that hug. They saw each other off the show. So no, he hasn't, allegedly. Dr. Gregory went home and thought about that little hug all night, laughing face emoji. Quad, you left him speechless, honey. Team Quad, baby. He missed her. That's the awkwardness, and he feels guilty. Still has feelings for her. Two things you can't deny: chemistry and body language. He said what his wife wanted to hear while sitting on that couch. But the truth is, she still has a piece of his heart. If you are truly over someone, there's usually no confusion at all. And this is why I'm using the word delusional. If you went on national television and you said, I beat you up, I choked you allegedly, and I did all of these things to you. You called me a monster. You are still doing interviews calling me a monster, allegedly. You're still doing interviews saying that I was so terrible to you that you did not say everything that happened to you. I almost lost everything, even though the both of us have mugshots. You did things and I did things. If all of that happened, but yet you're on these people camera hugging me, talking about I look good and being extra nice, I'm confused. And it's awkward because what is all of this? Are you putting on the show for the camera or are you serious right now? Because the last time I remember, I was a monster, this terrible person. And you are still trying to get over the alleged abuse that you're claiming I did to you. So then why you're over here? So that's why that man was confused. Confused also because I don't know too many people that want to be in such close proximity with their alleged abuser, especially due to all of the terrible things that Quad said Dr. G did to her allegedly. I wasn't in their marriage. I would never sit on any platform and invalidate another woman's experience. I would never do that. He said their faults. She said, her story, and I would just leave it there because I wasn't in their marriage, and I'm just glad that they were both able to go their separate ways and that both of them are doing great. Someone tweeted, how long did they talk? Did she go on and on? And this person responded, she needed camera time. Most time when you see an act of desperation, it is often awkward to watch. Quad is going to do anything to try and keep that check coming to pay that mortgage because she really ain't got no other income. Maybe no other income compared to her Married to Medicine checks. But, she have her seasoning line and other things that she's doing, her cookbook and things behind the scenes. So you never know. Also, I don't know why people are behaving like their marriage was a walk in the park and they ended on great terms and everything was so good when it wasn't. Before the show, a mugshot. They got married after this. On the show, if they weren't arguing, someone was crying. Who wants to be in a marriage like that? And who wants to miss anything that reminds them of that? I'm not saying his marriage with Letitia is perfect, but you can look at Dr. G now compared to whatever that was happening, and that could have been all on Dr. G. I'm not putting it on Quad. I'm just saying if you compare the two, you have people in this man comment, I was like, Letitia, I'm snitching. They calling your husband fine. If you click the link in the description below to see the last video I posted, you can see the actual video of this. They're on a train heading to their vacation. She's admiring her husband. She's recording him. He doesn't even know what's going on. And she wrote, yeah, I married his fine. And then, that word, I can't say it. This is not something that we got to witness in the last marriage, even off the camera. When there's no camera around, as in Bravo and all of that, you can see that they really do love each other. We did not get to witness that in the last marriage. What I do see here is that people just want conflict. They want an issue where there's no issue. They simply do not like Letitia, and they do not want to believe that the two of them are happy. When Letitia met Quad, she was very pleasant. Sit next to me. No drama, no insecurities, no nothing. Sit next to me. She's not cursing out that black woman. She's not insecure. She's calm. Next thing you know, instead of the narrative being, oh my gosh, she was so mature, we need more of that, it was, she's a groupie. Because she didn't drag another black woman, she didn't yell, scream, behave insecure, now she's a groupie. Then Quad shows up at the event, says hello, they are pleasant to her, they are nice to her, they are welcoming to her. Now Letitia's husband is still madly in love with his ex-wife, even though the ex-wife was the one who initiated everything. Imagine if Dr. G did all of the things that Quad did. It wasn't going to be, oh my gosh, Dr. G is so mature. It was going to be worse than this. The man did absolutely nothing, and people are writing dissertations and think pieces. Imagine had he said, let me check you out, Quad. Oh, Quad, you look good. Imagine he had said, can I lean in for a hug? Imagine he had went out of his way to wave her down just to say hi to her. The man did absolutely nothing, and y'all carrying on like this. Quad is the one who walked in and did all of that, but yet Dr. G is the one getting blamed for being disrespectful to his wife when he did absolutely nothing that was disrespectful. His ex said hi, he said hi back. Then when he said, if I didn't have to see her ever again, I can live with that. I don't know too many people who's been accused of being an abuser, and the list goes on and on. Someone who almost lost everything due to those accusations. Like I said, I'm not taking sides. I was not in their marriage, so I'm not saying Quad is lying under any circumstances. I'm just saying I don't know too many people who will go through all of those things and then say, sure, I want to happily be in your presence. I don't know too many people who somebody is calling them a monster and the worst things you can hear. And yes, I want to be friends with that person and I want to be in their presence. Absolutely not. You're thinking I want to be far away because if they did it before, they could do it again. And the fact that I was able to overcome all of that, get back on this show, get married, still have my practice, and I'm moving on with my life. Why would I want to put myself in a situation where I could be in that same situation again? And even if you are saying, okay, Quad said he did these things, so that means he did it. So let's go with that for a second. Then why would you want to put yourself in that same situation with that same person when you're over here being happy? So you know what? I'm a mature human being. I can say hi when I see you and all of that. But if I do not see you ever again, life goes on. It doesn't mean I hate you. It just means life goes on. It's an interview where Quad thought this was really doing something. When someone said, do you think if Quad was open to Dr. G would be with Quad? And Quad jumped in and said, baby, I was the one who filed for divorce. I was the one who wanted the divorce. He did not want the divorce. Since when someone fighting for their marriage is a diss? You know what I'm saying? Like, since when someone's saying, I got in this thing for better or worse, we are worse right now. Hopefully we can go to counseling and get better. I want to make it work. I don't want to give up on us. Since when someone's saying that is a bad thing? However, you realizing, I can't do it, I'm not doing it, I'm out of here. Absolutely. No one should stay into anything that is not serving them, that is abusive, allegedly, and all of that. Absolutely move on with your life. But someone on the flip side saying, okay, I'm aware that we hit rock bottom and I'm willing to work through our rock bottom to hopefully get to the top again. I'm willing to do the work. Will never be a diss. Quad was the one who initiated everything. Whether it's her job or not, she initiated everything. So Dr. Sumu and her husband, they're in the background talking about, oh, this is awkward. And they are just giving their own commentary about it, okay? The entire situation is over. They tell Quad bye. Letitia asked her husband, was it uncomfortable seeing Quad? He said, it was weird and confusing. And then Letitia said, I could tell, you had some reservations or whatever. So that's it. It doesn't mean Quad wants the man back. It just simply means you don't get to do what you did to me and come back on this platform with a new wife looking all good to have your happily ever after while I'm still over here trying to overcome whatever it is I went through with you. That's where Quad being bothered comes from. It doesn't mean she wants the man back. It just means whatever I can do to disrupt whatever you have going on, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it in a, very smooth way where it doesn't look like I'm bothered. I'm going to throw rocks and I'm going to hide my hand. So that's the only reason why I'm replaying these clips. Now, for those of you who have seen these clips and receipts, then the video ends here for you. But for those of you who did not see this video, or hey, you just want to support the video and watch everything and you want a reminder, well, here you go. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. Let's get into those reminders. Oh, and real quick, like I said, people are looking for an issue. Look at how Letitia is looking at the both of them hug. She's not hating. She's smiling. She's looking at her husband. She's relaxed. She's comfortable. She's not over there being a hater. Why you want to hug my husband? She even said to Quad, you have to ask him, because the both of you had that situation. I had nothing to do with it. So ask him if he's comfortable. Don't ask me for permission. I understand. Thank you for being respectful because that's my husband. But make sure he's comfortable first before leaning in for a hug. So she did good. Please remember that this segment was previously recorded. So if you hear me saying today or yesterday or calling different dates, that's why, okay? But I'm just showing you the proof of some of the things Quad been saying, but then when she comes on camera, it's a completely different Quad And that's also one of the reasons why the man was confused. Today's comment referred to her as bitter tea, and Quad responded. A few weeks ago, someone left a comment on her page. Queen Quad, you ain't worry about no sour tea and tacky Toya. So according to Quad, she doesn't have a problem with Letitia. Letitia is not going around dragging Quad, but yet Quad is liking comments referring to her as sour tea. Even if you're not here for Toya and Toya's name is in there, you still don't like it because your ex-husband, current wife, is being insulted. So you liking it is you not showing that you are unbothered. And it doesn't mean that Quad wants the man back. It just simply means that Quad knows exactly what she's doing. You know, the attention is needed. Hopefully, Letitia would take the bait and she can have a storyline. It's a business move, and that's just that. So someone tweeted, Sweet Tea, is going to learn the hard way at 31. She may see nothing but dollar signs now, but the treatment that comes with it once she stops doing what he says. Of all of the tweets that Quad could have retweeted, this is the one she chose. And she wrote, wow, this is hard to watch. I remember exactly how I felt in that moment, and it wasn't good. No relationship will sustain without communication. So people just find it weird that you are retweeting something where someone is writing that she's about to learn the hard way. If you wish them well and you wish them the best and you're hoping that she doesn't get to experience what you went through, why would you retweet this, okay? So that's what happened on Twitter a few days ago. And this person wrote, now Greg treated you badly, but from what we saw, you weren't Mother Teresa. Quad, I love you, but you put that man through hell. You were always bad at the open communication. If it wasn't what you heard, you dismissed it. Girl, get over it. That man have a new woman. You are a gold digger, the end. Quad, you look really petty. Wish them well and ignore them. Why are you interfering? They may have a different relationship. They have a different way to deal with situations that arise. Is it true that you and Heavenly brought them on the show so you can have a storyline this season? Or Bravo was going to can you, as in fire you? Marking the way Letitia talks.
Saying, so what is it like being engaged to a doctor? What do you like most about it? Well, a little access to the money. Okay. The wife sat down. The wife sat down with Times. Said, some of that stuff that Quad said, some of that stuff, and Quad is right about the truth thing. Well, what is she writing this? What is she writing about? What are your things like what? Yeah, control, the whole thing we said, or the house we broken into, and because I didn't turn on the alarm. They gonna beat your ass, Quad, and I'm gonna be right now.
All I'm saying, Miss Unbothered, if this was Letitia carrying on like this, all over social media, marking the way she talks, making comments, liking comments, calling her out of her name, and all of this, it would have been blown up. But because it's Quad, it's crickets. So when the reunion comes and Quad attempts to come for Letitia anyway and pretend that, oh my goodness, I've been nothing but nice to you. I just want you all to have the receipts that a lot been going on social media, and she is not as unbothered as she wants you all to think. Let's continue with the receipts.
Cause your wedding to be able to happen or not, it only confirms what you just said. It's a short wedding. It didn't have good production. You know what I mean? What you're saying, it hits at the same stuff. It sounds. In other words, you're saying, Dr. Heavenly, it was low budget?
You said that. Well, let me take a look at this. Watch it for yourself. When we think about Bravo, we've seen a number of weddings on Bravo. I mean, they're glamorous. They have the flowers. I mean, an abundance of flowers and ice sculptures and the top tier cakes I mean, it's just so regal. My God, today It's Justin Gift Bravo.
I'm unbothered. I don't care. But my ex-husband and his new wife wedding just didn't give Bravo. Why are you even being negative and speaking on their wedding? She's not you. Everyone have a different taste. Everyone is not going to want the same things. It's a hot mess. Let's continue.
No, seriously, you said you didn't think Quad and him were a good match, right? I did think they were a good match. Why didn't you think it was a good match? Well, after y'all had that fight, I was like, I don't know about this. So I was like, it might be volatile. Quad's a baddie, and he was a little slower. So and he didn't think I was a good match with my ex-husband either. So he told me. So we've always been honest with each other. So you think Sweet Tea is a good match for him? Well, I see that he's very happy right now. That's not the question. That's not the question, though. Lord have mercy, now y'all not finna. I'm not no expert on nothing, honey. But you spoke on the relationship between him. Yeah, well, I knew y'all, and I knew things. When he got with Sweet Tea, I didn't know anything about her until you filmed with her for a number of months now. Yes, well, I do like Sweet Tea.
Now, why is Miss Unbothered and I gave him to the streets pressing Phaedra like this? If you don't care, it shouldn't matter that she felt you weren't good for him. She was obviously right. And then he's moved on, and you want to know if she likes his new wife. And she's trying to say, listen, I didn't know her the way I know you. Well, you filmed with her for a few months now. If you don't care, what does it matter? And I know you can say, hey, this was entertainment. It was Instagram Live. No. If you do not care, you do not care. And that's it. You will not sit on Instagram Live seeking some form of validation or explanation from your friend. Why did you not like me with him, but you like her with him, and all of that?
Yeah, go back to my ring. I'm going that's your ring. Your ring ain't clear. Oh my God! Why your ring was clear?
At least you missed what she said. She's trying on her dress, and she said that the dress matches her ring. Okay. Now she said her ring is rose gold. Now here comes Toya. What do you mean it matches your ring? Your ring ain't clear? And the Heavenly goes, Qua, your ring was clear, wasn't it? It's like, these women simply be the little diamonds around the actual diamond. You know what? Let me go to her page and investigate. Here you have it. I was right. Her ring is clear. It's the diamonds around it, and the design is rose gold. Beautiful ring. He did his thing. It's like they are picking on everything. Your ring ain't clear.
I still have my ring. It's quite beautiful. I can't split from it. I can't part from it. It's very beautiful. Now, Phaedra, you don't have your ring anymore. Did you? We don't pawn them. No, we don't pawn them. They're collectible items. What his input is. So for me, I like a man that don't even want to be bothered with that kind of shit. Because, you know what I'm saying? I picked my own house. I did everything. You know what I'm saying? And Daddy just flowed on with it. Well, she didn't have an opportunity to pick her own home. She clearly just moved into my previous home. Oh, my. Okay. Some girls need it. Everybody should wear foundation wear when they get married, just so you'll be just snatched. I mean, I was 110 pounds when I married the man. You was a whole string bean. Baby, I had a nice brown round too. You did. Wasn't cute in the face. Turn around, because you got a little mature for your age. You're butt challenged. Oh, they come from my booty. You want to get buttermilk biscuit, but not pancake. Who's that? Sweet Tea. Why she look so tired?
Heavenly planning a wedding. The wedding is over, Jackie. Okay. The people that jumped the broom, they done said I do. They got the rings on their finger. Girl, stop that. Phaedra, can you turn it slightly to the left for me, please? Thank you. Perfect.
Oh, I want to see that part, Heaven.
I want to see all parts, baby. Don't do that, Jackie. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ooh, look at quiet. Look at close, Heaven.
Jack, you trying to stir up some. You know, I'm looking like how I've been looking. I'm going to look for what's coming next, sis. I don't really care about this one.
Well, you look like you care.
What's this? Let me do this.
I mean, Quiet, you were really checking it out like, ooh, let me see. It's always good to see what happened, you know.
Since you putting a 10 on the 2 right here on this live.
Not a 10 on the 2, Lord.
Don't put a 10 on the 2, honey. We're watching the show. I'm watching the entire show just like you all are watching the entire show. But I did hear something about some fibroids. Now, is that a new discovery or was that something that was already known?
Well, I think when we initially met at the hold down, there was a discussion about a referral to a specialist, and there was a heated discussion.
Who had a heated discussion? You know, I wasn't.
It really was. Now, y'all want to chime me in because the little girl, you know what? I'm not even doing this no more with y'all. But that girl Ben knew she had them problems. I'm telling you, because initially Jackie was seeing her or was going to see her. So it was just this big mix-up. And it was a lot of things that were said that were not true. And that's why the blow-up happened. But we got to save some of these things for the reunion. Okay? So it's a lot going on, you know what I mean? So I know people promise certain things, but I'm trying to move on to something else.
Quit talking so much.
I'm moving on to something else, Jackie. Can I move on?
Yeah, move on to something else.
I'm trying to figure out what that scene was just there. It looked like they was tired.
They were getting some B shots or some IV hydration.
They was doing IV hydration.
Toya
it was
tired.
Dr. Simone, Toya, and Sweet Tea. They were rejuvenated.
What they tired from?
I think Letitia had just gotten back from
Dubai, from her honeymoon.
Oh, so Greg had wore her out. He had wore her out and she was tired, so she needed some injections.
Well, I do recall her. I think the first 3 days, you know how that cycle will pop up on you,
baby. That's cycling, honey.
No, baby. You lay down a towel, honey, and you get to it. Okay, the cycle don't stop.
Ketchup and hot sauce.
The cycle don't stop anything. Okay, do it, Jackie. Jackie, can you get it in with your cycle on, Jackie?
You can have sex with
and it's good with your cycle on.
Now I didn't know y'all. Go get the extension cord for you, Lord. I never did it with y'all cycle on. I'm the only one that's done that. Oh my God.
Jackie, you did it with your cycle on before.
Now listen, the girl was getting IV hydration because she had gone to Dubai, and she was exhausted. She's young, and when you work a young person that hard in today's society, they need IV hydration.
What type of work? Not stop it.
What work is she doing? Why is she so? No. What I'm saying is, okay, if you're young and you vibrant.
Right, you don't be that type of what type of work?
Why y'all tired? Tired from what?
Work. She delivered people's babies.
I was thinking maybe Dr. G had wore her out, but then y'all say they didn't have sex for the 3 days. Somebody said that now.
She just said that. Like she's not getting any support at home with the wedding or even at home, period. And it's overwhelming to her, and this is why we see her become a bit emotional. You know, I don't necessarily think that you guys do some things, you know what I mean? Let me not take away from that, but I think that a lot of this is definitely stemming from home.
But I'll say this, I mean, wedding planning, it is really heavy on the women. And even if you got the best mate, it's stressful.
I think it's more than just wedding planning.
And be planning your weddings.
Phaedra, pause, it's fire. Friend, I get that. But I think it's a little deeper than just the wedding. I think they will say it's the wedding, but I think it's a little deeper than that. I do not want him back. I gave them to the streets and she found them in the DM. Congratulations to the both of them.
Okay, so Quad is entitled to her opinion. Quad is on Married to Medicine, and she can speak on the show. She's an adult. She's free to do whatever. I'm not on Married to Medicine, and I give my opinion all the time. I'm just simply saying, stop saying you don't care, you are unbothered, you don't talk about her, you don't talk about them when you do. That's it. Now that I have majority of those clips in one video, if Quad does pull the whole, I don't talk about her at the reunion,
These clips shows otherwise. Once again, I'm wishing all of you well. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.